Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Geneva Lakes Racing Report. I'm your track announcer, Jeff Mergen. We're glad to have you along on the program this week. Less than 2 weeks of racing remain here at Geneva Lakes in this 1991 season. 347 performances this year at the racetrack. We'll talk more about that later in the program. Also, at the end of the program, we'll draw this week's winner in the GLKC Sweepstakes contest. Well, going into the juvenile final, Mean Mannequin and LPD Outlaw each had won 3 of 4 qualifying races, reaching the final with 65 and 62 points respectively. Slammer Jackson had 51 total points with 2 wins to his credit. Here now is the post parade and second running of the Geneva Lakes Juvenile Stake. Ladies and gentlemen, the Greyhounds are now entering the track for this evening's featured 12th race, the 1991 Juvenile Championship, to be contested over the 5/16 course. And here are the names, weights, and post positions for this evening's featured 12th race, the 1991 Juvenile Championship. Number 1, Slammer Jackson, 71 and 1/2 pounds. The most experienced greyhound in this field, he has turned in some of his best efforts while donning the red blanket this season. Though he took 4 starts to finally win the first race of his career, he quickly climbed the grading ladder into Grade A, where he has raced for most of the season. He was raised in Nebraska and completed his training in Abilene, Kansas, before beginning his career at Geneva Lakes during our opening weekend. Slammer Jackson is the first of 3 Lockhart Kennel entries and is trained by Mickey Lockhart. The lead out is Rick Markowski, number 1, Slammer Jackson, 71 and 1/2 pounds. Number 2, LPD Outlaw, 77 pounds. This white and fawn racer received national attention when he was sold at the Spring National Greyhound Association auction for $27,000, the second highest price ever paid for a greyhound in an NGA auction. He has been a sensation on the local scene since he arrived in Delavan in May and garnered the highest point total of any of tonight's finalists. LPD Outlaw was raised in Colorado, trained in Kansas, and has been expertly handled by Lockhart Kennel trainer Mickey Lockhart. LPD Outlaw is led to post this evening by Travis Wickman. Number 2, LPD Outlaw, 77 pounds. Number 3, Inside the Deal, 73 pounds. Snowflake, Arizona is the birthplace of this hard-running 2-year-old. His owner, Peter Aramich, has sent many fine litters to the racetrack, but few have surpassed the early exploits of Inside Deal and his 11 littermates. He won his first Grade A race during qualifying for this event and is one of 2 littermate entries sent to post by trainer May Tavorak of the Gary Hilliard Kennel. Inside a Deal is being led to post by Todd Barstow. Number 3, Inside a Deal, 73 pounds. Number 4, Left You Behind, 81 pounds. Rarely has a greyhound weighing over 80 pounds utilized his size more effectively than this brindle and white racer. He will power into the turns with abandon, and he takes a back seat to no one while racing through traffic. Left You Behind began his career at Geneva Lakes in August, won his first 3 starts by lengthy margins, and since he has arrived in Grade A, has never been out of the money. He was raised and trained by kennel owner William Muth in Cordova, Tennessee, and is trained by Bill Stahl. Lead out Mike Bender will take Left You Behind to post this evening. Number 4, Left You Behind, 81 pounds. Number 5, Internal Affair, 66 pounds. This littermate to Inside Deal may be the smallest racer in this fine field, but he may have the biggest finish of them all. He stormed from far off the pace to just miss victory in round 4, and we can expect to see him flying down the stretch again this evening. Owner Peter Aramich is in attendance here tonight, and this ebony racer will undoubtedly represent him proudly this evening. Internal Affair represents the Gary Hilliard Kennel, is trained by May Tavorak, and is accompanied by leadout Steve Klein. Number 5, Internal Affair, 66 pounds. Number 6, Speedo McQuido, 78 pounds. A week's rest prior to the final round of qualifying may have been the key to his overpowering victory in that race. And with another week's rest under his collar, this Jerry Alderson Kennel Dynamo may be the greyhound to beat this evening. Owner Linda Doherty has watched this Florida-bred son of Nicky Finn go to post many times this season, but only his appearance in our Sprint Stake final can rival the importance of tonight's contest. Trainer Wendy Meyer sends a Speedo McQuido to post this evening. Speedo McQuido is with leadout Keith Kohlmeyer. Number 6, Speedo McQuido, 78 pounds. Number 7, John's Jump, 73 pounds. Rarely has this early speed specialist not raced in the early lead during his 48 career races. His terrific rush to the first turn has left even some of our top sprinters in his wake, and if he has any hopes of dashing to an upset victory, he will need to build a healthy lead over this very strong field tonight. John's Jump was raised in Texas by owner John Henson, races for the J.B. Parvin Kennel, and is trained by John Sappington. Leadout Brian Shebach takes John's Jump to post this evening. Number 7, John's Jump, 73 pounds. And number 8, Mean Mannequin, 76 pounds. Not even Mean Mannequin knows how much speed is contained within his 77-pound package. He is the youngest and least experienced racer in this field, but the post position draw couldn't have been kinder to this Iowa-bred racer. He has displayed the ability to dash to the front or rally from just off the pace, and trainer Mickey Lockhart hopes only for a trouble-free tour of the oval for this potential superstar. Mean Mannequin is the third entry in tonight's championship final for the Lockhart Kennel. Mean Mannequin is accompanied by leadout Ryan Paulson. Number 8, Mean Mannequin, 76 pounds. And the patrol judge is Steve Cervantes. And there are your entries for tonight's featured 12th race, the 1991 Juvenile Championship. Here comes Bucky. They're off and running in the Juvenile, the 7-6-8 of the front end. Here they come for the first time now. The 8 and 7 side by side at the front end. 2-1-6-4-3-5 into the paddock turn. They're racing now. John's Jump takes the lead. 8 there, second on the outside. 1 moves up along the rail. Third, then 2, 3, 6. In a hurry down the back stretch. Now the 7 and the 8 side by side at the front end. 1 there, third along the rail. 2 on the outside. 6 on the move on the inside. 5, 3, 4. Around the far turn they go now. John's Jump and Mean Mannequin and the 1 on the inside. Here they come racing from the top of the turn. And down the stretch they hit for home in the Juvenile, the 1-7 side by side.
And by a nose, Slammer Jackson beats John's Jump at the wire, returning 1260, 680, and 320 across. In for the place, number 7, John's Jump, returned to 720 and 560. And the show finisher was number 8, Mean Mannequin, 260 for the show. The 1-7 Quinella, 78.20. The 1-7-8 trifecta combination returned to 613.20. And the time of the race, 31 and 63. Slammer Jackson. Slammer Jackson, after winning 2 qualifying rounds, records his 15th win of the season in 55 tries, and it's a big one, the 11,000 added juvenile stake here at Geneva Lakes Kennel Club. On hand for the trophy presentation, the owners of Slammer Jackson, along with Mickey Lockhart, the trainer, and her assistant. Slammer Jackson wins the 1991 Juvenile, the last major stakes event this season here at Geneva Lakes Kennel Club. And we hope you enjoyed watching the post-parade and the 1991 running of the Juvenile. Back with more racing highlights in just a moment. You're watching the Geneva Lakes Racing Report.
Look at the odds. The odds went up.
Geneva Lakes Kennel Club, Wisconsin's premier greyhound racetrack.
And welcome back to the Racing Report. Let's get right back into the racing action now from this past Tuesday afternoon. The featured 12th race on the card, a Grade A event over the 5/16 course. And here are the entries. Number 1, Challenger Jim from the Budland Kennel, trained by Brett Goucher, going for win number 9 on the season in his 46th start. Number 2 is Fabin's Outlaw from the Moen Kennel, trained by Craig Moen, coming off a Grade B win by 4.5 lengths. In the white 3 blanket, Nicky Weeks from the Faber Kennel, trained by Ernesto Concha, 6 wins on the year, 4 seconds and 7/3 in 41 starts. In the green 4 blanket, Indio Baja from the Oxbow Tro Kennel, 52 starts thus far this year, 10 wins, 3 seconds, and 11 times. Indio Baja has finished 3rd. Number 5 is Opportunity from the James A. Ward Kennel, coming off a Grade A second place finish by only a nose to Bo Bowden, 10 wins on the year in 47 tries. Number 6 is Boston Bullet from the Paul J. Discolo Kennel, coming off a Grade B win by 4 lengths. Number 7 is Hoosiers Megan from the Skimar Kennel, trained by Jimmy Edgar, going for win number 4, this time out in 26 tries. Number 8 is Easy Slinky from the Sunrunner Kennel, coming off a Grade B win by 2 lengths. Take a look now at Tuesday afternoon's featured 12th race. Here is the call.
Here comes Bucky. They're off. They break evenly from the starting box. Now the 3, 2, and 1 in front. Here they come for the first time. Now the 3, 1, and the 4 moves up to the outside. 8 there as well. Then 2, 5, 6, 7 into the paddock turn. They're racing now. Challenger Jim in the red coat 1 takes the lead. And Nicky Weeks there second along the rail. 5 on the outside. Third 6, 2 in a hurry down the back stretch. 1, 3, 5, 2, 6, 8, 4, 7 into the far turn. They go now. Challenger Jim in charge. 3, 5 along the rail. Third 6, 2 to the outside. 8. They're moving from the top of the far turn, and here they come down the stretch. They're coming home. Challenger Jim in front.
And it's a 1-3-5 finish. The winner, number 1, Challenger Jim, returning 480, 420, and 240 across. In for the place, number 3, Nicky Weeks, $10 for the place, 440 to show. And number 5, Opportunity, holds on for third, returning 260 for the show. The 1-3 Quinilla, 62.80. The 1-3-5 trifecta combination, 269.80. And the time of the race, 31:96. Tuesday afternoon's featured 12th race. Let's move on now to the Tuesday evening card. The 6th race on the card, a Grade A event over the 5/16 course. And here are the names, weights, and post positions from the paddock. Number 1 is Boston Ace from the Paul J. Discolo Kennel, going for win number 10, this time out in his 51st start this season here at the racetrack. Number 2 is King's Era from the Mullen Kennel, trained by Brett Goucher, going for win number 10, also in his 45th start this year. Number 3 are Rufus Hits from the Faber Kennel, trained by Ernesto Cancha, going for win number 19, this time out coming off a third place Grade A finish by 2 lengths. Number 4 is John's Pick from the J.B. Parvin Kennel, coming off a Grade B win by 1, going for win number 11 this time out in his 56th start. Number 5 is Elks Jack from the Mount Hood Kennel, trained by Debbie Lynn. 3 wins, 5 seconds, and 11 thirds in 35 tries thus far this year. Number 6 is Sandbar Jazz Bow from the Muth Kennel, trained by Bill Stahl. Goes for win number 9 this time out in his 40th start this year. In the green and white striped 7 blanket is Pease Glen D from the Oxbow Tro Kennel, trained by Rich Haig. 7 wins on the year, 5 seconds and 13 thirds in 53 tries. Number 8 rounds out the field, My Chucky Jock from the John C. Boyd Kennel, going for 3 straight wins in a row. Tuesday evening, 6th race.
Here comes Bucky. They're off. At the break, the 2 jumps out and goes to the rail with the lead. Here they come for the first time now. That's King's Era in the blue. 2 in front are Rufus Hits. They're second on the outside. 8, 4, 1, 6, 5, 7 around the paddock turn. They're racing now. King's Era with the lead on Rufus Hits on the outside. Second, 8 there along the rail. Third, then 4, 6, and 5. Moving down the back stretch of King's Era. In front are Rufus Hits. Second on the outside. 8 there along the rail. Third, then 6, 5, 4, 1, 7 around the far turn. They're racing King's Era in front. 3, 8, 6. They're moving from the top of the far turn. Here they come down the stretch. They're coming home on the inside. King's Era in front.
And there you saw number 2, King's Era, get the win, returning 1280, 420, and 320 across. In for the place, number 8, My Chucky Jock, 280 and 240. And the show finisher, number 4, John's Pick, returning 440 for the show. The 2-8 Quinella, 1560. The 2-8-4 trifecta combination, 387.40. And the time of the race, 32:25. Tuesday evening's 6th race. On to the featured 12th race now from the Tuesday evening card. The second half of the Tuesday doubleheader, a Grade A event over the 5/16 course. And here are the names, weights, and post positions. Number 1, My Forester from the John C. Boyd Kennel, trained by Kevin Smith, coming off a Grade A second place finish by 5.5. 10 wins on the year and 39 tries for My Forester. In the blue 2 blanket is Left You Behind from the Muth Kennel, trained by Bill Stahl. Left You Behind goes for win number 9 in his 21st start. Number 3 is Poison Prowler from the Lockhart Kennel, coming off 2 consecutive second place finishes, going for win number 10 this time out. Number 4 is Tanny Sue from the Skimar Kennel. 10 wins on the year, 3 seconds and 5 thirds in 42 attempts. In the black and red 5 blanket is Pease Peter Gunn from the Oxbow Tro Kennel, trained by Rich Haig. 7 wins on the year, 5 seconds and 7 thirds in 40 tries, coming off a Grade A third place finish by 8 lengths. Number 6 is John's Fixture from the J.B. Parvin Kennel. John's Fixture is going for win number 19, this time out in his 53rd start. Number 7 is LF's Full Sister from the Sunrunner Kennel, trained by Barbara Bartz, goes for win number 10 this time out in her 45th start this year. And number 8 rounds out this field, a J.D. Posse Lady from the Mullen Kennel. 8 wins on the year and 44 tries. Let's take a look at Tuesday evening's featured 12th race and the call.
Here comes Bucky. They're off. At the break, the 1 and 8 in front. Here they come for the first time now. The 1 moves up with the 6, 8 on the front end, then 7 on the outside, 2, 5, 3, 4. Around the paddock turn they go now. The 6 and 8 in a duel on the front end. 2 wide. 2 moves up along the rail. Third. 1 there to the outside. 7, 5, 3 and 4. Charging down the back stretch. The 6 and 8. 6 now in front by a half. 8 there to the outside. Then 2 along the rail. Third. 1, 3, 7, 5, 4. Around the far turn they're racing now. The 6 and the 8 in a battle on the front end. 2. They're moving from the turn and here they come down the stretch. They're coming home. 8, 2 and 6. 3 wide to the wire.
A close finish all the way at the wire. Number 2, Left You Behind, gets the win, returning $7.60, $4 even, and $5.20. In for the place, number 6, John's a Fixture, $3.60 and $2.40. And the show finisher, number 3, Poison Prowler, $6.60 for the show. The 2-6 Quinella, $13. The 2-6-3 trifecta combination returned $107.60, and the time of the race, 32 and 29. A Tuesday evening's featured 12th race. On now to the Wednesday evening card, the 8th race on the card. It was a mixed grade event over the 3/8 course. And here are the names, weights, and post positions for Wednesday evening's 8th race. Number 1, Kyoto Jack from the John C. Boyd Kennel, coming off a mixed grade win by 5 lengths. A mixed grade event of A's and B's. Number 2 is Rock Resort from the Gary Hilliard Kennel, trained by May Tavorak. 9 wins on the year and 38 tries. Number 3 is Mr. James R. from the Sunrunner Kennel, coming off a grade B win by 3 lengths. In the green 4 blanket, Air Nike from the Mullen Kennel. 3 wins on the year, 4 seconds and 3/3 in 13 starts. Number 5 is Internal Affair from the Gary Hilliard Kennel, trained by May Tavorak, 8 wins on the year and 25 starts. In the yellow 6 blanket, Barb's Big Shot from the Oxbow Tro Kennel, won the maiden debut earlier this year here at the racetrack. Number 7 is Do or Die Duke from the Lockhart Kennel, 6 wins on the year, 6 seconds and 12/3 in 55 tries. Rounding out the field, number 8, Carnival Clown from the Mullen Kennel, goes for 2 in a row this time out. Take a look at Wednesday evening's 8th race at the 3/8 course. Here's the call.
Here comes Bucky. They're off. At the break, the 8 jumps out to take the lead. Around the turn they go for the first time now. Carnival Clown is on the front end with the lead, 6-7. They're moving from the top of the turn. They sprint by for the first time now. Carnival Clown in front, 6-2-7. 5 on the outside, 3-1-4. Into the paddock turn, they're racing. Carnival Clown shows the way around the turn to Barb's Big Shot. They're second on the inside, followed by 2-7-5 along the rail, 5th. In a hurry down the backstretch, 8-6-2-7-5-1-4-3. Into the far turn they go now. Carnival Clown in charge, 6-2 on the outside, third, 7 along the rail, 5-1-4. Here they come spinning from the top of the turn, and down the stretch they hit for home. Carnival Clown in front.
And number 8, Carnival Clown, gets a good start out of the 3/8 box and runs away with that race, returning $6.40, $3.80, and $2.40 across. In for the place, number 2, Rock Resort, returned to $4 even and 3 even. The show finisher, number 7, Do or Die Duke, returning $4 even for the show. Finishing 4th was number 5, Internal Affair. The 2/8 Quinella paid $14.20. The 8-2-7-5 Superfecta combination returned to $1,000.60, and the time of the race, 37 and 11. Wednesday evening's 8th race over the 3/8 course here at GLKC. More world-class racing highlights coming right up. In 30 seconds, we'll be back with more on the Geneva Lakes Racing Report.
Look at the odds. The odds went up.
Geneva Lakes Kennel Club, Wisconsin's premier greyhound racetrack.
And welcome back to the Racing Report. We're glad you could join us this week on the program. Less than 2 weeks of racing remain here at the racetrack. Less than 2. And some upcoming events here at the racetrack. We'd like to remind you about Friday evening, November 29th, the day after Thanksgiving, a 14-race card here at GLKC. By the way, that Friday after Thanksgiving, of course, we will have a 14-race matinee card as well after being closed on Thanksgiving Day. Doubleheader racing action on Friday. The evening card again will feature Superfecta wagering on races 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 14 here at GLKC Friday evening the 29th. Also on Friday evening, December 6th, that's GLKC's a 6-packer night. There will be drawings for 6 pairs of tickets for a future Green Bay Packers football game and drawings for 6 packs of GLKC mugs. Then the final of the handicapping contest is Saturday afternoon, December 7th, and closing day is December 8th. That's a 15-race matinee card on Sunday. That's Fan Appreciation Day here at the racetrack. You'll receive scratch cards to win cash, GLKC hats, and other prizes. Every patron will be a winner that day. Over $5,000 in cash and over 3,000 GLKC hats will be given away to scratch card holders. Also, remember, the Tri-Super Jackpot must go. There will be additional superfectas on races 2, 6, 10, 12, and 14. And also the Bears-Packer game will be shown on all the television monitors throughout the racetrack. In all, over $15,000 in cash and prizes will be given away Sunday afternoon, December 8th. It's Fan Appreciation Day here at Geneva Lakes Kennel Club. We'd like to see you out here at the racetrack on Sunday afternoon, December 8th. Well, let's get back to the racing action now from this past Wednesday evening. The 12th race on the card, a Grade A event over the 5/16 course. And here are the names, weights, and post positions. Number 1 is Brad Bailey from the Sunrunner Kennel, trained by Barbara Bartz. 6 wins thus far this year in 40 tries. In the blue 2 blanket is Inside a Deal from the Gary Hilliard Kennel. 9 wins on the year, 6 seconds and 3/3 in 32 attempts. Number 3 is Matthew P. Cruz from the Booth Kennel, trained by Bill Stahl. Goes for win number 10 this time out in his 47th start. Number 4 is Amazing Jet from the Faber Kennel, coming off a Grade A second place finish by 5 lengths. In the black and red 5 blanket, Slammer Jackson from the Lockhart Kennel, trained by Mickey Lockhart, going for 3 consecutive wins, this time out after winning the Juvenile Championship. Number 6 is FJ Josh from the Mullen Kennel. In the green and white striped 7 blanket, Speedo McQuido, one of our finalists in the Juvenile this season, trained by Jerry Alderson from the Jerry Alderson Kennel, rather. Number 8 is John's a Jump from the J.B. Parvin Kennel. Take a look at Wednesday evening's featured 12th race.
Here comes Bucky. They're off. At the break, the 8 takes the lead and goes to the inside. Here they come for the first time now. John's a Jump on the front end with the lead. Amazing Jet in the green 4, 6, 7, 3. Around the paddock turn, they're racing now. John's a Jump has the lead. 6 along the rail, second, 40 outside, 7, 3, 1. Charging down the backstretch, 8, 7, 6, 40 outside, 1, 3, 2, 5. Around the far turn, they're racing now. John's a Jump with the lead. Speedo McQuido, they're second on the inside. They're moving from the turn. Here they come down the stretch. They're coming home. Speedo McQuido on the move on the inside of the 8.
And Speedo McQuido coming down the stretch on the inside, gets the win by a nostril, returning 760, 280, and 260 across. In for the place was number 8, John's a Jump, returning 280 and 220. The show finisher number 1, Brad Bailey, 380 for the show. For Speedo McQuido, that was his 14th win of the season and his 51st start, to go along with 16 second-place finishes, 8 third-place finishes, and Speedo McQuido has finished 4th 7 times. What a record for Speedo McQuido out of the Jerry Alderson Kennel. The 7-8 Quinella returned 980, the 7-8-1 trifecta combination 277.20, and the time of the race 30 and 64. Wednesday evening's featured 12th race. Let's move on now to the Thursday matinee card, the first half of the Thursday doubleheader here at the racetrack. The 6th race on the card, a Grade A event over the 5/16 course on a beautiful fall afternoon here at Geneva Lakes. Number 1, J.D. Dirty Harry. In the blue 2 blanket, Cozy Cuz from the Cal Holland Kennel, trained by Calvin Holland Jr. In the white 3 blanket, Thomas Michael, a veteran greyhound, born in 1987 out of Emilio Puff and Comanche Sioux. Number 4 is Army K from the Faber Kennel, going for 3 consecutive wins. This time out, going for number 5 out of his last 6 this time out. Number 5 is Dan Haley from the Lockhart Kennel, trained by Mickey Lockhart, coming off a Grade B win by 4.5 lengths. In the yellow 6 blanket, London Bob from the Paul J. Discolo Kennel, going for his 3rd consecutive win this time out in the Grade A events. Number 7 is Blue Devil Duke from the Skimar Kennel, goes for win number 11 this time out. And rounding out the field in the 8 blanket, John's a Glider from the J.B. Parvin Kennel, trained by John Sappington, going for win number 15. Take a look at Thursday afternoon's 6th race and the call.
Here comes Bucky. They're off. At the break, the 4 in the middle of the track in front. Here they come for the first time now. The 4 has the lead. 3, 8, 1, 7, 6, 5, and 2. Into the paddock turn, they're racing now. That's Army K in the green 40 outside with the lead. Thomas Michael along the rail, second, 7 and 8 side by side, and 5. Charging down the backstretch, 4, 3, 8, 7, 5, 6, 2, 1. Into the far turn, they're racing Army K with the lead. Thomas Michael in the white 3, second, and John's Glider. Here they come racing from the top of the turn, and down the stretch they head for the wire. Army K in front.
And number 4, Army K, runs away from those Grade A greyhounds for his 3rd consecutive win, his 5th win in his last 6 starts, returning $10 even, 6 even, and 360. In for the place number 8, John's Glider, returning 660 and 480. The show finisher number 7, Blue Devil Duke, returning 540 for the show. The 4-8 Quinella returned $28. The 4-8-7 trifecta combination $312.20, and the time of the race 30 and 94. Thursday afternoon's a 6th race here at GLKC. On now to the featured 12th race from the Thursday matinee card, a Grade A event over the 5/16 course. And here are the names, weights, and post positions. Number 1 is Elusive Elvira from the John C. Boyd Kennel, trained by Kevin Smith. 8 wins on the year, 7 seconds and 4 thirds. Number 2 is Proper Leader from the Francis Fulginiti kennel, trained by Diane Whitney. 5 wins on the year and 12 tries. Number 3 is LPD Outlaw from the Lockhart kennel. 11 wins thus far on the season and 24 starts. Number 4 is Kid Diablo from the Mullen kennel, trained by Brett Goucher. 9 wins on the year and 51 starts. Number 5 is Athens Dog from the Sunrunner kennel, trained by Barbara Bartz. Goes for win number 6 this time out. In the yellow 6 blanket is Rocket Rumor from the Moen kennel, coming off a grade B win by 2.5 lengths. Going for win number 10 this time around. Number 7 is I'm on a Roll from the James A. Ward kennel, going for 5 consecutive grade A wins this time out. And rounding out the field, number 8, Regatta Marie from the Faber kennel. Take a look now at Thursday afternoon's featured 12th race, and here is the call.
Here comes Bucky. They're off. At the break, the 1 in front. Now the 6 takes the lead on the outside and goes to the middle of the track. Here they come for the first time now. Rocket Rumor at the front end with the lead at 3-2-7-1. Around the paddock turn, they're racing now. Rocket Rumor with the lead at 3. They're second on the outside, 7 on the outside, third, then 2-5-1. In a hurry down the back stretch, the 3 and 6 side by side. 3 now takes the lead. 7 goes to the inside, second, then 5. Around the far turn they go now. LPD Outlaw with the lead. I'm on a Roll. They're second. They're moving from the turn. Here they come down the stretch. They're coming home. The 3 on the outside, 1 on the move in front.
And number 1, Elusive Elvira, gets up down the stretch on the inside to get the win, returning 27-20, 560 and 260 across. In for the place, number 3, LPD Outlaw, returning 480 and 240. In for the show, number 7, I'm on a Roll, 240 for the show, breaking his string of 4 consecutive wins. The 1-3 Quinella, 55-20, the 1-3-7 trifecta combination, 280-40, and the time of the race, 31 and 14. Thursday afternoon's featured 12th race. Well, it's time now to draw this week's winner in the GLKC Sweepstakes contest. The winner of a lunch for 2 in the clubhouse is Jeffrey A. Smith from Hampshire Road in Janesville, Wisconsin. Jeffrey A. Smith, we thank you for the postcard. We'll send you a lunch for 2 in the clubhouse. We'll see you out here at the racetrack soon. That's about all the time we have on this edition of the program. For the guys at Sportview Television and all of us here at Geneva Lakes Kennel Club, I'm your track announcer, Jeffrey Mergen. Thanking you for joining us. We'll see you next week on the Racing Report.